Hello everyone, welcome to my channel, welcome to this video. I hope you're doing okay. Thank you for watching, and I hope you will find this video useful. Just let me know in the comments, and I would say let's get started. So today I want to talk about something that a lot of people experience, and especially in like society, the day-to-day, we feel a lot of pressure from everywhere. As a result, people get easily stressed, get burned out, and they just go over their boundaries just because they simply want to become something that society makes us believe that we need to become someone to be someone, but it's actually not true. I myself have been go through a lot of stress already all my life. I'm now 26, so in my 26 years existence, stress can do a lot with your body. If you feel stressed, in a period of a lot of stress, you just can recognize that you feel really tired. That's one thing that I know. When I'm stressed, I feel really tired. I really need to sleep a lot, and even if I slept for maybe like 10 hours or so, I would still feel tired. It's also not good to sleep too long, but sometimes I just whatever I try, it's so hard to get myself awake and get out of the bed. So I feel really tired a lot. I also feel that I don't feel any joy or so anymore, because I'm really into myself, and it's really hard to still enjoy things and be happy with how your life is going on. And also your mood is really, I have the tendency to get really sad and lost. That's a big thing, to get lost. I also have, because of stress, my breathing, because I'm always in stress, a lot of stress, my breathing also becomes really, I would say, heavy. Also right now, I feel that I don't breathe really good, and that I always, between talking, I always have to take a pause to breathe, because otherwise I feel like, my breathing's, I don't know how to say, stops or so. Also this constantly stress, plus, hyperventilation. You have two forms of that. You have chronic, and then you have an acute hyperventilation attack, like when a panic attack. But I have chronic hyperventilation, which also causes a lot of symptoms. So you can feel tired from that too, dizzy, you feel like blown up, you feel also really detached. And it's not only your breathing, but it's also things that are going on around you, which can make you feel detached from yourself and from the world. In some cases it can be really severe, but in other cases it can be really, really bad. The thing is, stress, everyone, experience anxiety, everyone has stress. It's healthy if it just is there in, I would say, normal situations. For example, you just go to school and you have an exam. So you feel stressed because you don't know if the things that you learned are good enough and that you will pass the exam. So of course a normal reaction is that you feel stressed, and that you feel also like kind of excited. So it does a lot with your body too. The thing that happens then is that because you go through something that is normal, you just go a bit over your stress niveau, but then it goes back under, because it's yeah, it's just normal. There are situations in our life that we can feel stressed about, but stress becomes something dangerous when you feel anxious and stuff in situations that are not life-threatening, or also you just sit, like kind of on the couch and you feel like this whole, thing over you coming up. You feel anxious, you feel like you can't sit still, your hands are sweating, you start to spinning around, and in cases that it becomes, a lot for no reasons, external factors, then it's a sign that maybe you will have to stand still by yourself and ask yourself the question, what is causing me to feel like this? What is causing me all these symptoms? It's really important to stand still by yourself and reflect. So I have 2 ballpoints. The red one, of course, when it gets too much. The green one, when it's still healthy. I have a book here. So I'm also writing some stuff in this book. And I was thinking, to just... since I also started with some new therapy, and to kind of also give the advice to people who are going through a lot of stress. So basically, when you get born, it's all, dependent from your education. Education is the main key, like it's the basics of everything. If something went wrong in your education, it can be everything, then you will, sadly enough, have the consequences later your age. Everyone has like this stress niveau. So I'm just writing it like this. So stress niveau, I'm just gonna put it up so I don't have any other color, so I'm just like the green one. So stress niveau, it looks like this. So it's for everyone different, but it's until here you can handle things. In your life, things can happen, like I already said. I'm gonna take my red ballpoint. You see the line, and like you just feel good in your body. Sometimes then you have like an exam when you feel stressed. You go a bit over your stress level. I'm gonna put it in red. But then it goes back to normal. It's so hard, but I'm doing my best. When something happens, so like this, everything goes okay, like a bit stress, but something, but it's like just healthy stress. I'm just this, so this is kinda, I would say, normal. So I'm just gonna put 1 for this line. I will just write the second line. So someone who goes through a lot of stuff. For example, someone died this person was close with. So you go over stress level because it's really something that is intense and has a lot of impact. Then you go back down. Next to that, this person is also kind of stressed because of his home situation. So this home situation gives him always a lot of stress. You know, like it goes always like up over the red line, over the line, so it's always like red. This is also called constant stress. Oops. Having constant stress causes for your stress level to go always lower and lower. So I'm gonna just write it here. When your stress level, so this is, you know, like the second, I would say, cases. This is the same. So your stress level goes always lower and lower because of what you're going through, like the intensity of, you know, always going over your boundaries, not, you know, conscious, but because of things that are happening in your life. And what it does with a person is, of course, things that you can handle at a certain moment will become really, really small. Your stress level was here. Because of the constant stress, it's now here. So for example, when you're already sitting here and you have to, something again happens, you know, like for example, you have to look for a job. So you don't feel good in your skin, but for some reasons you have to look for a job. What happens when it gives you a lot of stress? It goes way higher, the stress, and because this one is the only thing until here that you can carry, you will collapse all the time. All the time you will collapse because something happened with the stress level because of the stress of things that happened. The constant stress combined everything. As a result of that, you kinda feel smashed, and you will find yourself here in a really difficult period in your life, a really difficult one. Every little thing that will give you stress will make you feel like you're collapsing all the time. It's big for you, of course, because you can only handle this instead of in the beginning it was here. And it's really important that if you want to get stronger again, feel stronger in your body, in your skin, it's important to level up again your stress level. Examples, it's really weird to examples for that to level up the stress level is to do things like, for example, taking time for yourself to recuperate, to rest, to do things that are good for you, to put energy from, to get your self-confidence back, to feel the joy back. Because here, when you will be here, you will not feel a lot of joy. You will have really a lot of psychological, physical symptoms, but also like psychological. You will not feel really good. That's normal in this situation. It's hard, but it's normal. And because people are always like, you know, why do I feel like this? I also have a lot of friends, including me, that are like, you know, why am I in this? Why I want my old life back and stuff like that. But you have to figure out, like, if you have been through so many things already in your life and it keeps following up and up and up, especially when it's constantly, of course that you will get here, and if it only will lower, it's important to find it straight back, to put it up. And with that process, you will need help. It can be help from psychologist, someone you trust, to work on yourself, and that you kind of feel, you know, like, okay, it's getting better and better, but it will take time. So it's not gonna be something from the day today and tomorrow that it will be gone. No, it will take a lot of time. But just say to yourself, I know it's hard, I'm the same. When I compare myself all the time with other people, and comparing is so bad, but I do it. And it's so weird, it's like I need to do it to see where I stand in my life, and it's so bad because I constantly make myself sad and pessimistic because I'm like, I'm not able to do this. But the thing is that you really need to try to focus on this. The process of healing and to come back, or just to not to come back, or to start a new chapter, a new you. So I made this video because I have a lot of friends that are really a lot of stressed, anxious, because I'm myself also an anxiety sufferer, and I also have a lot of people I talk with that really know, you know, that they can talk with me about anxiety and all of that, they know that I will be there to calm them down and to help them. So I made this video because I know that it will be helpful for a lot of people, and it's something that I also recently learned to understand what it does, you know, what stress does with your body. And not stress, like I already said, that you do something that you do to yourself, but because of external factors that happens, especially people who live in unhealthy circumstances will also have the tendency to have psychological problems. My heart goes out there to anyone who goes into a really tough period. I really hope that you find this video useful. If you want me to make more of these kinds of videos, I can. It's no problem. The next time, the next months or so, I will be also working a lot on myself. And I really would love to share what helps me with you. And just let me know in the comments. And let this please be a video, what I just draw it and stuff to make you feel less anxious and to see it from another point of view. Okay? Thank you for watching. See you in the next video. If you have any requests, it's all welcome. Okay? Bye bye. Take care.